Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ALINA SMOLYAR.
You got it, I love.
Is that well? How do you say it?
SMOLYAR.
SMOLYAR.
Yes.
SMOLYAR. What does that mean? What does that name mean? Because it's so difficult to pronounce.
It's Jewish. I don't know what it means.
Okay. Jewish Ukrainian. So we're looking at Tata's business empire, 100 countries, a century of countries. Ratan Tata. How big is Tata? I'll tell you how big Tata is. That sounds kinky. All right, cool. That's probably like furthest from what this is indicating. But anyway, here we go.
Bombay House. This is a simple looking head office of the Tata Group in Mumbai, India. But Tata Group is anything but simple. Started as a small trading company by Jamshedji Tata in 1868, Tata Group now has more employees than Toyota, Coke, Facebook, Microsoft, and Google combined.
Wow.
It now operates in over 100 countries. So let's tighten our seatbelts and take a world tour to witness the remarkable business empire of Tata Group.
Wow.
Our first stop is North America. Here Tata Group owns the luxury hotel Taj Campton Palace in San Francisco, Taj Boston, and one of the world's finest and New York's iconic hotel, The Pier. Tata's Tetley Tea is the second largest tea company in US and largest in Canada. They also own popular brands like Good Earth and America's third largest coffee company, 8 O'Clock Coffee. Tata's IT service company, TCS, operates 24 offices in North America, and while their animation and design lab, Tata Elixir, also operates in 8+ locations in the region. In manufacturing sector, the group operates a soda ash mining company in Wyoming, iron ore mining company in Quebec, Canada, steel manufacturing facilities in Ohio and Pennsylvania, and also a coffee production plant. In all, Tata Group employs over 20,000 people in North America, about 3 times more than how many people Microsoft employs in India.
Wow.
Now let's travel to South America. TCS employs more than 8,000
This music
people
is really
in 8
interesting.
countries in South America. The group
I'm always
is
so
also an investor
impressed
in the first submarine fiber cable network
with
between
this
US
kind of
and Brazil. Tata
companies.
also owns world's largest subsea fiber cable network. Today, 25% of world's internet routes travel over Tata's subsea network.
Wow.
From South America, let's travel to Africa and land in the port city of South Africa, Cape Town. Here, Tata Group owns the historic luxury hotel Taj Cape Town. In nearby Zambia, they own Taj Pamodzi, one of the most luxurious hotels of the country. Tata's also operate 2 wind farms in South Africa and a hydroelectric power project in Zambia. The group also owns Jokels, South Africa's third largest tea company. Tata trucks and buses are one of the top sellers in Zambia, South Africa, and Kenya. In manufacturing sector, Tata owns a chemical plant in Magadi, Kenya, which is Africa's largest soda ash manufacturer.
Wow.
Commercial vehicle assembly
They
plant
almost own the
and a
world.
steel plant in South
That's
Africa,
small.
and finally a manufacturing and a power plant in Mozambique. From Mozambique, we will move to London, Buckingham Palace,
Europe.
Queen's official residence. Close to the palace, Tata's own the luxurious Taj 51 Buckingham Gate Suites. The hotel also has the world's first Jaguar suite for all the Jaguar lovers.
Huh.
Nearby, the St. James Court Hotel is also owned by the group. Tata's Tetley is the largest tea company in the UK. Their other European tea brands include Vitex, a popular brand in Poland, Jemka, the market leader in Czech Republic, and Grand, a coffee brand in Russia. Tata Steel is one of Europe's largest
You know that tea?
steel
That
maker,
coffee?
and TCS
I've
has
heard
been
about it.
awarded as the best employer in Europe. Jaguar Land Rover is also owned by Tata's and is the largest manufacturer of premium vehicles in Britain. The group also operates design centers in London and Paris and one of the world's largest e-learning company in UK, Germany and Switzerland. Tata employs around 60,000 people in Europe and is also UK's biggest industrial employer. To end it all, Tata's also own a relatively small company called British Salt in the UK. An Indian company owns British Salt. Quite ironic if one remembers Gandhi's Salt March carried out against the British Raj only 88 years ago. Now let's travel all the way to Sydney, Australia. Here in Sydney, TCS began its first operations in Australia, and now the company operates across Australia and New Zealand with over 10,000 employees and clients like Qantas, Telstra, and Commonwealth Bank. Tata's also own popular Australian coffee machine brand MAP and operate data centers across Australia through their partnership with NextDC. The group also holds stake in Scarborough Downs coal project in Queensland, Australia. Finally, we have reached Asia. Let's start in the desert sands of the Middle East. Tata's Range Rover is one of the most sought after four-wheel drives in the region. Tata Motors is also a leader in the medium and heavy commercial vehicle segment in GCC countries, while TCS has multiple offices in the Middle East, including an all-women IT services center in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The group also owns Titan watches, a leading brand in Oman and Bahrain. They also own a logistics company in UAE and the luxurious city hotel Taj Dubai near popular landmarks like Palm Jumeirah. Finally, Voltas, Tata's leading air conditioning brand, has completed major mechanical and air conditioning projects that include Burj Khalifa, Dubai, international airports in UAE and Bahrain, Ferrari Experience, and F1 racetrack in Abu Dhabi. Southeast Asia. From deserts of UAE, we will move to South Korea. Here, Tata owns South Korea's second largest heavy commercial vehicle manufacturer, Tata Daewoo. In Singapore, Tata's steel plant is the largest single cut and bent steel operations worldwide, while the group is also the largest producer of long steel products in Thailand. Tata's also own stake in oil and gas blocks and coal reserves in Indonesia and are developing power generation projects in Myanmar and Vietnam, and even operate a life sciences research company and own plantations in Singapore and Indonesia. Even Tata's Voltas has executed engineering projects like New Hong Kong International Airport and Cyberport Business Park in Hong Kong, China. Here, TCS has 6 global delivery centers, Tata's own 2 rolling mills, a refractories factory, an auto parts factory, green tea manufacturing plant, and also have a Jaguar Land Rover assembly plant. We have reached South Asia, the beautiful and scenic Maldives. Here we will find the lush Taj coral reef with white sands and scenic view. Moving ahead to Sri Lanka, Taj owns the picturesque Taj Bentota and 2 more hotels in Colombo. Tatas also provide telecommunication services in Nepal and Sri Lanka and have even deployed a hydro project in Bhutan. After our long world tour, we have finally reached India. Here, TCS is the largest Indian company.
TCS becomes the first Indian company to hit $100 billion in market cap.
Tata Motors is a leader in commercial vehicles segment. Titan Company is India's largest manufacturer of branded watches. Tata has also run largest jewelry store chain Tanishq, while their Tata Power is India's largest integrated power company. Tatas also own steel plants, tea plantations, automobile manufacturing units, chemical factories, and even own mobile networks and DTH company Tata Sky. Not only that, they operate airline Vistara and also manufacture defense helicopters and equipments. Even Starbucks in India is jointly owned by the Tatas. Tata has not only created a massive business empire, but also multiple social institutions like cancer treatment centers, mathematics and science research institutes, and also the first planned industrial city of India, Jamshedpur. 66% of the group shares are held by a charity trust. Across the world, the company has been involved in multiple social programs. Tata is truly an incredible company and has traveled a long way from Mumbai to be now present all across the world. All I can say is, this is Tata's business empire.
Jesus.
Wow. The only word I can say is just wow. It's like they really own almost the whole world. That's just wow. Speechless.
That's crazy. I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's just crazy. Tata, like, I've never even heard of the company, and they own, like, but this happens all the time where, you know, you're in your bubble, and suddenly you hear about this company that's got like $1 billion. You're like, oh, what?
You know, actually, I've heard about them.
You heard?
Yeah.
You have, okay.
Yeah, when I saw the tracks, I've seen some of their tracks because.
You recognize their train tracks?
No, I mean. The name.
I know those train tracks.
The name.
Those are Tata train tracks.
The tracks. I've seen them.
Okay, gotcha.
So I know, and the hotels as well.
I know those train tracks anywhere.
I know. I can notice.
Those are Tata train tracks.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
Indistinguishable. I mean, distinguishable from any other train tracks. Get out of here. Those are Tata train tracks. You ain't fooling nobody.
You have something about it?
Huh? No, I never heard of Tata before this.
Oh.
They got their hands in every darn thing. I mean, that's what happens a lot. I mean, you got these companies like Samsung or Google. Well, Google's parent company is Alphabet, I suppose. But you have these companies that just like have so many offshoot branches. I'm just completely flabbergasted at like, how does, because it's obviously not one person, right?
Oh, no.
You have these different units, but somebody's at the top. I want to know what kind of decisions they're making. When you have this spider web, or this just web of all these different companies, what is this person at the top really deciding at that point? Other than, still good? Okay, going back to bed now. Gonna go back to my massage.
I mean, probably sometimes like
You know?
they're making calls and like, okay, stocks are good, like here's a good, okay,
Yeah.
I'm out.
I was hoping they were gonna actually go into the history of Tata as opposed to just talking about what they own. It's really neat to hear about all the
It's
different
really
things they own.
interesting.
But I would love to know more about just the profile of, okay, who is this person that started this? Where did they come from? Did they come from wealth, or did they come from rags to riches?
And how this
You know,
idea came out,
Yeah.
and like how it all happened because it's huge.
Right. Yeah.
And we really want to know about that.
Right. I would just love to hear more about that stuff to figure out how that transcended into all this other stuff. Nintendo, for those of you that are like into gaming and whatnot, Nintendo initially started out with a lot of different businesses that had nothing to do with video games. For instance, they once owned a love hotel. That was a thing where you went and had love at a
How do you
hotel.
know about
Yeah,
it?
just look up their history on Wikipedia. I mean, this is actually widely known.
course.
Yeah, Nintendo's actually had a lot of different businesses before they got into video games. They had a card game business as well. Like they had a lot of different things. I don't remember all of it, but like Samsung's got the phones, they got the TVs. Sony's venturing into
Sony,
cars.
yeah.
Sony's got films. Sony has televisions and the video game system and the phones and all this stuff. It's just nuts how big these companies are. And you see more and more of this. Like Amazon, what doesn't Amazon have, right?
Yeah.
It's just nuts. Disney, all these companies.
Disney has
Yeah.
everything as well.
This is what Fight Club's all about. Instead of having other planets like Mars or Venus or whatever, it's gonna be like Planet Denny's, you know? But it's just like owned by a corporation.
Sounds good.
This is entirely possible.
Sounds good to me.
'Cause-
I would love to have a planet. Why not? Like to anyone. Like, but like a lot of stuff can make it happen there.
For anyone with smelly ears from the Ukraine,
Oh, come on.
come to Planet ALINA. ALINA Smelly Ears.
SMOLYAR.
SMOLYAR.
SMOLYAR. I will just name it ALINA. It's just gonna be easier.
Yes.
Why people have to pronounce my last
Yes.
name?
All right.
Like you are.
It's all good. Hello, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. And check out ALINA Battle Angel on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ALINA SMOLYAR.
Peace out.